Welcome, college football fans, and it is finally here. The game of the year. It's just like Christmas time in college football. It is the Miami Hurricanes versus Florida State. It is finally time to put it to rest. Who is the best team? And honestly, I've got a quick confession for you guys. All this time, this channel has been covering Miami Hurricanes football. I am actually a closet Florida State fan. That's right. I bleed garnet and gold. I am a Seminole for life, you guys. And I got the courage to come out of the closet. And this is my coming out video. I want to come clean with you guys. I'm just a huge Florida State fan. Always have been growing up my whole life. I mean, I know their song. Check this. Oh, 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 oh. I mean, I know the song, you know. I'm a Seminole at heart, you guys. And I just got to come clean with you guys and just tell you. Oh, get it off, get it off. I'm just kidding, guys. I bleed green and orange. Go Canes. Miami Hurricanes are going to dominate this game. They don't know what it means to wear this U. Florida State has disrespected this U for long enough. It's time to put it to rest. They don't know what it means to wear this U. You know what I'm saying? Florida State fans, we've heard the talk. We've heard the baloney that you guys speak out of your mouth. It's time to put up or shut up. It's time to go into Doak Campbell Stadium and dominate. It's time to be the Savages and just put an end to all this trash talk that's going on. Okay, guys, I tried to film the preview video, but I can't do it with this shirt in my house. So I thought I couldn't think of what to do with it, and I thought, you know, what better than to just dispose of it, you know, in the backyard. So we'll put it right here. It's just lighter fluid. There we go. Watch it burn, guys. I couldn't film it till I got that shirt out of my house. Not going to be national champs this year, guys. Not with a hurricane standing in the way. Whew, it feels so good to have that Florida State shirt off, you guys. Don't worry, it is just a pile of ash sitting in my backyard, so we can get on with the video now. So welcome, college football fans around the world, and especially my Miami Hurricanes fans. And it is FSU week, baby. Let's go. It's game week. This weekend, October 7th, Miami plays Florida State at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. Now, Miami enters this game ranked 13th in the AP Bowl, and Florida State enters, let me check my notes here. Looks like they're not in the top 25 at all. Let's hop into some history with this rivalry game, the Miami versus FSU. They have played 61 times in total in the past, and Miami leads that series 31-30. Now, we all know, of course, FSU holds the current longest win streak at 7 games, and let me tell you guys, it has been a long 7 years. But I am here today to bring you the good news that that win streak ends this weekend, baby. There will not be an 8-game win streak for FSU. The last time Miami got a win against FSU was, keep in mind, this was in Tallahassee. It was in 2009, where Miami won 38-34, and that was under head coach Randy Shannon. Now let's talk about some FSU stats. In particular, the Wake Forest game, which was the game that Florida State played last weekend. Blackman was 11 of 21 for 121 yards and 1 touchdown. And just a little side note for reference here, Rozier was 8 for 8 for 155 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first quarter of the Duke game. And yes, you guys heard that correctly. Rozier had more passing yards in the first quarter than Blackman had in the entire Wake Forest game. Now, to give you a little comparison as well, in the Wake Forest game, Florida State rushed for 149 yards. In the Duke game, Miami rushed for 139 yards. Total passing yards for Florida State versus Wake Forest was 121, and for Miami versus Duke, it was 270. Some total stats for the season as well for Florida State. They have 4 turnovers in total this season, but keep in mind 3 of those are coming from the Alabama game, and we all know what happened in that game. 293 rushing yards in total for Florida State this season compared to Miami's 715 rushing yards. Florida State has 609 passing yards on the season. Miami has 836. Now, I do think that FSU will lean heavily on their passing game against Miami because they feel like that their wide receivers can match up with our defensive backs. I'm really honestly kind of surprised. I thought Florida State would have a pretty decent running game coming into this season, but they're really proving me wrong so far. It's really not been that spectacular. And I feel like if you write all this down, I have researched this yesterday and the majority of the day today. Statistically, on paper, Miami is better in every category. I mean, pretty much everything Miami is superior. Now, I would like to add, however, that we all know how the Miami versus Florida State game is different. There's just something about this game, the atmosphere, the way that the players come in and play. It's just a different game. So I feel like, to be honest with you guys, I'm not going to cover an absolute ton of stats because you can crumble up that piece of paper, that stat sheet, and throw it out the window, because when this game starts, the stats don't matter because Miami's going to play with a chip on their shoulder. Florida State, honestly, given their record and their season so far, is going to play with the chip on their shoulder as well. So this is going to be an intense game regardless. Just to show you guys real quick, I can see this out of the corner of my eye on my second monitor here. Check out this picture of Blackman. This is Florida State's starting quarterback. And I'm sorry, but if this is your starting quarterback, man, I don't even have any words. This is straight blackmail material, you guys. Now, I did a little bit of research on this picture. I think this was actually from his days in high school. However, you still got to admit, this is hilarious, guys. So this has got to at least give you a little smile to just kind of wanted to make you guys laugh today. So there's a picture of Blackman for you guys. I don't think everyone, of course, is probably saying, oh, Blackman, this little skinny guy. Weight is not an issue. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This dude took some hits in the Wake Forest game. And for the most part, he rebounded right back up and kept going. So there's no denying that he's actually pretty tough given his size. Now, I want to go over some keys for Miami coming out with a W at Doak Campbell Stadium this Saturday. Number one, Miami has to come into Doak Campbell Stadium with the right composure. And what I mean by that is that Miami is better than FSU. And we have to come into this game knowing that we're better than FSU and play like we're better than FSU. Again, on paper, statistically, we are superior in every category. And I feel like, and actually not even feel like, I know that we're the better team this season. Point number two, FSU's defense is honestly not terrible. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And I think that regardless, they will show up to play in this Miami game. So our O-line has to show up this game. That way we can establish the run game early, because I think we're all in agreement that our wide receivers are ready. We have the speed, we have the hands in our receiving core, but we have to, and I mean we have to, establish the running game early, and I'm talking from play number one in the first quarter. If we establish the running game early, then we can open up with the passing game. Point number three, Miami's defense has to play lights out this game, no questions. I think that if we rattle Blackman early, maybe get a couple of sacks or some big hits on him, that he's honestly just going to crumble and he's going to be in for a really long, turnover-prone game. I think that Blackman could throw for a couple of interceptions and possibly have a few fumbles if he tries to hang on to the ball and run it against Miami. And last but not least, our third down efficiency must improve for this game. To give you some stats, in the Duke game, Miami was 4 for 12 on third down conversions, and that has to be better. And I feel like, again, it comes back to, it starts with our offensive line showing up for this game and establishing the run game. So when we run into 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2 situations, that we can run the ball and get the first down. Now, of course, as always with every video, I like to mention ESPN's matchup predictor. They have Miami's win percentage chance at 37.1% and FSU's percentage chance at 62.9%. So, of course, we get no love from ESPN. It's all right. I love it. I love kind of being considered the underdog, because even given FSU's season thus far, which has not been outstanding, let's admit it, Miami is still picked to lose this game. So I hope that kind of gives the Miami players a chip on their shoulder and we come in and dominate, just like I know we can and we will do in this game. So without further ado, I would like to give you guys my score prediction for the game, as is the tradition on these videos. Kicks have always played an important role in the Miami versus FSU series. So that is why for this game, I am predicting Miami comes out with a W this Saturday, 31-20. And the reason I said that is because kicks are not going to play a part in the game this season. Miami's going to come out and have a strong showing, and we're going to just slap FSU around, honestly. That is 4 touchdowns for Miami and 1 field goal, and 2 touchdowns for Florida State and 2 field goals. So honestly, let's be real for a second, guys, before we end this video. Miami has the playmakers. Miami has the speed. We've got the playmakers on offense. We've got the playmakers on defense. There is no reason, no excuses why Miami does not come out with a W this Saturday. We've got to honestly just kick FSU while they're down, because you guys know they would do the same to us. So I just wanted to let you guys know also real quick, my wife makes Miami Hurricanes decals. She sells them on her eBay shop. This is a 4-inch. She also makes a smaller 2-inch, and this is a 6-inch. They're really cheap, free shipping, outdoor rated. You can put it on your car, you can put it on a tumbler, you can be like me and put them on everything. But I really appreciate if you guys would check that out. I'll leave a link to her eBay in the description below. And also be sure to subscribe. We will be doing, again, just like every week, the live hangout for the Florida State game. It was a blast hanging out with all of you guys for the Duke game. It's kind of like a virtual hangout for those of you who have never been there, where I'll have the camera on me while we watch the game together, and you guys can talk like in the chat, and I'll see it and respond. And it's just kind of a cool little hangout for Miami Hurricanes fans. And maybe some of you Florida State fans will show up as well. That would also be fun to, you know, a little bit of friendly bantering and trash talk back and forth. But this has been another College Football Vids Miami prediction video. Remember, guys, at the end of the day, we're all one big happy college football family. But I must say, it's always better at the end of the day when you get to rep the U. I'll see you guys on Saturday at 3:30 to watch us dominate the Seminoles. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Peace out.